After spending 10 days in the beaches of Okinawa, Alec and I are now heading to Fukuoka,
a city known for its ramen, laid-back vibe, and having one of the best food scenes in Japan.
Fukuoka. We're in Fukuoka. Fukuoka?
I want to freshen up. I look like
Alex first Miski.
Smisky.
Smiski.
How are you?
Hawaii. Iced matcha latte. Honey gorgonzola. Cheese cookie. I don't know why I got this, but it's an espresso. Okay. Mentaiko bread has perilla leaves and some more mentaiko sauce. That's it. This is mentaiko bread. It's like the base donut is pretty good. It's not as airy, a little dense, but I can eat 5 of these.
Mug and a spoon. Let's bust out our Google Translate.
What did it say?
It's long.
What? Negative?
It's so bad. You are prone to misfortune.
Oh no.
Yes, you and your family members are prone to misfortune. If you are in particularly unlucky year, it is important to seek their protection. Pay attention to avoid injuries and theft, especially your health. Fortune's not very good, so we're gonna try and postpone it. It's yummy.
Trying to look for our exit to go back to our hotel. Everything here is closed. to go this way. Last night in Fukuoka.
In where?
Fukuoka.
What is in Tokyo?